Okay, check this shit. You ain't gotta wreck this shit. No, you gotta ammo when it's chocked up full of recklessness.
What's up, everybody? It's Nick. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you visiting once again, as always. If you like the channel, please let me know by subscribing, leaving comments. Let's get a discussion going. I'm always open to new ideas. So previously, I didn't know what we were going to call this segment, but the good people over at Gallons Productions have generated an idea, and this is facing reality.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to face reality. We're going to face what happened on January 6th, and we're going to face it from the middle, right? We're going to look at this from an objective human perspective, not an alien fucking leftist perspective, or not a fucking white supremacist ever Trumper perspective. No, just a normal, mortal human being with more than 2 functioning brain cells, right? Should be refreshing. And on this particular episode, we're going to tackle the events of January 6th. Yesterday, as I'm sure all of you are familiar by now, is the day that Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg went full emperor mode and banned Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States of America, who I'm about to dig into this idiot too, right? He's not off the chopping block at all. This guy's an idiot. But right now, I just want to point out that these 2 tech overlords have 100% overstepped boundaries that should make everyone uncomfortable. They're banning the president of the free world off of their services. So, you know, that's kind of like, damn, they can do that? Holy shit, I didn't know that was allowed, but whatever. Anyway, I'm sure you're familiar by now from all of the images that have been surely flooding your Instagram and Twitter feeds, that a group of alleged Trump supporters busted in, and the reason I say alleged is the whole story isn't out yet. We don't know who those people are. It is very possible in this time of propaganda, both parties will seemingly do anything to get the upper hand on the other, that it wouldn't be insane to believe that some people on the left would ostensibly masquerade as Trump supporters, even though they're not Trump supporters, to create a bad image for Trump supporters. However, I am completely aware of the fact that Donald Trump, for like the last month, has been being one of the most divisive voices in American politics and society by continuously peddling this idea that the election was massively fraudulent to a point that it would have made him the winner. That's not true, okay? Rudy Giuliani was also on the chopping block of people who are fucking idiots, okay? But what is most deeply concerning about this whole situation to me is that there are people now, there are voices online who are not concerned about, you know, what this means for America, that this massive mob broke into our Capitol and made an absolute fool of us on the public stage and at home. I mean, domestically, we should all feel like idiots and fools, but instead, as an opportunity for all of us to wake up as a collective and feel like, what the fuck is happening in our society? Look at how far we've gotten that people think that this is appropriate behavior. People are instead wanting to make it racial. Imagine if it was black people. For just one moment, can we stop playing the identity politics for just one moment and actually think about what's happening in this country? Because that shit you're pulling, imagine if this was black people. We don't have to imagine that. There were black people there. They didn't get shot, first of all. They're in photos if you look at them. Second of all, the greater issue here is that anyone in America thinks this is acceptable behavior whatsoever. Just like the looting and rioting in the summer. Okay? These are both reprehensible behaviors that as a collective society we should discourage, and we should mourn this small piece of America that's dying in front of our very fucking eyes. And instead of, for even one single second, having reverence for the land that has given you everything that you've ever known and has given you the shelter and safety from this cruel, bitter world, no, instead you want to play racial politics. Or you want to say that Donald Trump was robbed and so your behavior is justified. You're missing the greater picture, America. And it's time to wake the fuck up and face reality.
Okay, check this shit. You ain't gotta wreck this shit. No, you gotta ammo when it's chocked up full of recklessness.